It's time to drop my music hot takes. What's going on, Ant Squad? Anthony Collins is in the building with a fresh new cut. And welcome back to Discussion Mondays, the segment where I discuss pretty much anything I feel like, basically what comes to mind. And today, I am going to drop 10 of my music hot takes. Some of them are positive, some of them are negative. Either way, they're my takes. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can keep up with my weekly uploads. By the way, I hope you're allowing me to wear my robe. It's fucking cold outside. It's literally snowing outside.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
But enough for that. Let's get into my hot takes. So, starting off with number 10, it may be hot, may not be. It's very polarizing how people feel about this, but I firmly believe that Alfredo 2 is better than Alfredo 1. Let me explain. First of all, I like the album cover more than the original. I like this purple background. I like the creativity with the chopsticks there. And fun fact, this album cover got a lot of hate back then, and look, I get it. It's understandable, right? It's Alfredo, but it's just ramen, right? But, you know, at the end of the day, it still looks very similar to the first one. Yeah, see, it's pretty much similar, only with a few tweaks. So, I prefer the purple background as opposed to the brown background. And I already love the first album cover because that symbol there is a reference to the Godfather, but that's besides the point. I really think that Freddie and the Alchemist really stepped their game up when it comes to the rapping and producing on Alfredo 2. As you can see, on my playlist or on this album, I liked literally every single song from this thing, and every single one of them are on my playlist. Ensalada, Lemon Pepper Steppers, Mar-a-Lago, 1995, I Still Love Her. Feeling is kind of the weakest song on the album, but I don't care. I still love that song. Even Jean Claude, people have a problem with the song, but I love this song. I've always have. No, it's kind of a debate on whether what people think which song is better between 1985 or 1995. Right now, I would probably say 1985 right now, but it could change. So, yeah, I just love the album. I even like the features, too. Like I said, Larry June is the weakest link for the features. He's the worst feature out of both Alfredo 1 and 2. But that doesn't bother me when you have Anderson .Paak and Jid on the album. So I just think Alfredo 2 will probably last more in my rotation, but they're both perfect 10 on 10 albums. Number 9 is, I think Not Like Us is better than Euphoria. I included this as a hot take because many people have this take of saying, oh, Euphoria is the best of the battle or whatever. Listen, I get it. You have Kendrick going into this vicious energy, and I will give Euphoria the beat switch. You get 3 different beat switches on Euphoria, whereas Not Like Us beat is kind of one note. But the reason why I have Not Like Us over Euphoria is because you're getting angles that you've never seen before of any rapper against Drake. Sweet Chin Music and I Won't Pass the Ops. It feels like I'm watching a kickboxing match between Kendrick and Drake. I will say this, for the production, I feel like it's more wowing to me because you don't often get Kendrick rapping over a club beat produced by Mustard. Whereas with Euphoria, I've seen this type of thing before where Kendrick raps over like 3 beat switches, like Family Ties and Range Brothers, and that's fine. I like beat switches. But I feel like it was just more new to hear Kendrick rap over that Mustard beat, even if it is one note. And I feel like Not Like Us is going to be more of a classic. I mean, it is already a classic at this point. But Euphoria has aged super well. I do love Euphoria, but I just always prefer Not Like Us over Euphoria. Number 8 is, I think Gold Digger is Kanye's most overrated songs. You guys might be like, oh, well, why is this a hot take? Kanye West doesn't even like Gold Digger. Well, here's the thing. It gets overrated as fuck by Kanye fans. First of all, I'm not a big fan of that refrain. That
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Get down.
it just gets super repetitive. Same with that Jamie Foxx sample.
Give me money.
I mean, it's nice, but I just don't want to hear that throughout the whole song. And the beat sounds a little bit dated to me. And like I said, Kanye isn't even the biggest fan of the song himself. He's admitted that he made it for like the baby mamas. And I agree with Kanye low-key. I have no idea why people say Addiction's the worst when, a song like this literally exists within Kanye's catalog and with Late Registration. Hot take number 7 is I think Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti is overrated. Now, I do have my pros. The production is amazing. I have highlights on that album. Sky, Over, I Love You, I Hate You, Place. You do have songs on there that I like. New Tank is good, but first of all, is 24 tracks, and Carti most of the time is screaming on that album. First of all, I'm not a big fan of songs like Metamorphosis. Carti screaming and Cuddy's humming, it's like pouring orange juice in cereal. You just never want to do it. It's a horrible mix. TNX, I'm not a big fan of that song either. I'm sorry. I don't like Future's part. I don't like Carti's part. The Beat is a Disaster by Molly Raw. And Jump Out the House, Jump Out the House, Jump Out the House, Jump Out the House, where he's encouraging you to do some bodily harm to yourself. And there's probably more that I'm forgetting, but those are the 3 songs that come to my mind. But I will say this, it is super influential. Like I was saying before, it birthed the careers of Yeet and so many other underground rage rappers like Che and Osama-san. I believe those 2 were inspired by Carti and a Whole Lotta Red. If you listen to their music, you'll know that they sound exactly alike. I'll talk more on to Rage in a few minutes. But the reason why I say this as a hot take is because many people say that this is Carti's best album. But I can't do that when an album like Die Lit exists. Hell, if you want the honest to God truth, I even prefer Self-Titled over Whole Lotta Red. I really do. I feel like you're just getting better Carti performances. It's less painful to the ears, and all in all, it's just more of an enjoyable experience for me. Number 6 is, I think Kanye West has the best catalog in hip-hop, but I could make the argument that Kendrick's highs are low-key higher. The reason why a lot of people say that Kanye has the best catalog in hip-hop, including myself, is because of the amount of classics that man has. The College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, 8 Ways to Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, etc. But as much as I really like those albums, love those albums, you do low-key have your misses. Vultures 1 and 2 were not it, I'm sorry. Jesus is King is not the greatest album either. Whereas with Kendrick, he's never missed. Even GNX, it's his worst album, but I still love that album. And I just love the way Kendrick's albums are like sequence. Section 80 is a book. Good Kid, Mad City is a movie. To Pimp a Butterfly is a poem. Damn is a magazine. Mr. Moran and Big Steppers is a play. And GNX is a victory lap. For me, where my opinion comes in is Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly. I could argue that those 2 albums are better than all of Kanye's work. Like, listen to the rapping on songs like You and songs on King Kunta, Alright, or Black or the Berry. I don't hear a single rapping performance from Kanye on either of his studio albums, even like his best ones. But don't worry, I still think Kanye has the better catalog because of the classics he has and how much those classics, influence a lot of rappers. So to me, it's like asking which filmmaker do you like more when I compare those 2. Like, do I prefer Spielberg or Quentin Tarantino? You could say Quentin Tarantino has less misses, but I think Steven Spielberg is the better director. Number 5 is, I think Doechii is super overhated as a rapper. Now, on Twitter, I said that Alligator Bites Never Heal was amazing and deserved a Grammy. Now, I changed my mind on that. I still think it's Alligator Bites Never Heal is amazing. That's not what I meant. But I didn't talk about Doechii in general. But I'd say Doechii is overhated because of so much hate she got. It didn't even start until Doechii won the Grammy for Alligator Bites Never Heal. That's when people were like,
Who?
or when they listen to a little bit of Denials River, they say, this is who won the Grammy? Really? A lot of people say, We Don't Trust You could have won, but I'm going to give a hot take. There's that I think Alligator Bites Never Heal deserved the win over We Don't Trust You, because a lot of people believe that We Don't Trust You should have won. And here's the thing. I love We Don't Trust You. It's top 10 rap album of the year for me from 2024, but I do think it is a tad bit overrated because it's standard Future and Metro. And I understand that it's an album that a lot of people wanted, including myself, but I just don't think it's anything Grammy worthy. Whereas with Alligator Bites Never Heal, it is a dope mixtape. You're getting storytelling tracks. You're getting rapping performances. You're getting singing performances. Doechii could do it all. Like, there's just so much variety into that mixtape. And that's why I like it. That's why I prefer that mixtape over We Don't Trust You. And I gotta talk about Anxiety. And trust me, I don't like that song either. But people say that that's the worst song of all time when a song like Dance Monkey exists. Any Atomic Donald songs exist. I think those are way worse than Anxiety. Anxiety just got bad because it just got so overplayed. It's kind of like Let It Go, where many people were okay with that song, but it just got overplayed, so they don't like it anymore. I kind of view Anxiety as the Let It Go of hip-hop. So yeah, I think Doechii is incredible. She could rap, she could sing, she could do it all. Give Doechii another chance. Number 4, I think Rodeo is better than any album that Future has made. Yes, even DS2. The thing with Future is that I think he is one of the best trap rappers, but I think Rodeo is better than DS2 or many of his other albums. Is because, one, it's not just a trap album, but Rodeo is a trap album. Like, it's trap, but it has atmosphere. It has psychedelic songs on there, like 90210, which is considered to be Travis's magnum opus by a lot of people, myself included. Whereas the DS2, it's fine. Like, it's one of the best trap albums for sure, but it's more standard for like a trap album. Like, it's meant to be played in the clubs like that, but with Rodeo, I don't have to just play that album in a club. I feel like the production has more layers to it, whereas with DS2 you have like this standard Metro Boomin and Southside production, but it's not like Metro Boomin and Southside wasn't a part of Rodeo as well. There's just so much more replay value for Rodeo for me, so that's why I prefer Rodeo over every Future album. And that's probably the hottest take from my Twitter, because I posted that and many people didn't agree with me. I didn't really care because it's still my take. But I love DS2. I just prefer Rodeo over it. Number 3 is, I think YB is the most overrated rapper of all time. He's equivalent to the loudest guy in the room. Most of the time, like when he's rapping, most of the times it sounds like he's ranting to me. And when he gets into his melodic back, it sounds like he's crying and he's not be able to control his auto-tune. But one thing that really makes me irritated by YB is his fucking fans. YB has some of the most irritating fan base I've ever seen. The people that love YB has most likely only listened to YB and nobody else. Most of the time they don't even explain why he's the GOAT. They just say, oh, YB clears your favorite artist. But on the other hand, I do understand somewhat why his fan base loves him. He's able to be super vulnerable and connect with his fans, and he's able to give you these emotionally charged verses through his albums. But speaking of his albums, most of his albums aren't even that good. I haven't enjoyed a YB album since AI Youngboy 2, which was years ago. So the quality control is horrible. He drops way too much. Most of his quality isn't that good, and I think he should just take a longer break. If only. Number 2, we have 2 hot takes left, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2 is, I think Gunna is better than Lil Baby in every possible way. First of all, many people say that, oh, well, Gunna doesn't have a single good album. Boom. There's a good album right there. For me, it's one of my personal favorite trap albums in the 2020s. Like, Wanna is really, really good. There's this. I'd consider DS Forever to be a good album. Drip Season 3. So yeah, it's really good albums. Well, that's technically a mixtape, but either way, it still doesn't disprove my point. But with Little Baby, I feel like one of his best albums is low-key My Turn. That's probably one of his only good albums. But when you look at, I could give you an example. The year 2022, DS Forever versus It's Only Me. DS Forever is a much better album. And even when you go to Drip Harder, the collab project between Baby and Gunna, a lot of those hooks and melodies play into Gunna's favor. And a lot of people, I hate seeing this take, is that people say that like he's a carbon copy of Thug. But it just goes to the influence factor. There's no way I listen to Gunna and I feel like I'm listening to Barter 6. I think that's an insult. I could tell Gunna and Thug apart. Thug is much more animated. Gunna is much more relaxed. For me, I think Gunna has a better flow and cadence than Baby. For me, I just think Gunna's sound is aging a lot better over time. I just think it's aging a lot better, and if you had to ask me if I were to choose Gunna's flows and cadence over Lil Baby's lyricism, quote unquote, I'll take Gunna's flows and cadence every single day of the week. Now is the moment you've all been waiting for. My number one hottest take when it comes to music. It's very hot. Drum roll, please. I think Rage is the most overrated rap subgenre. Oh lord, where do I begin? First of all, Rage mostly got popular because of Whole Lotta Red. And I probably shouldn't say that because Rage was probably already a thing before a Whole Lotta Red started, but no, I'm sticking by my point. I think Rage got popular because of Whole Lotta Red. Whole Lotta Red birthed Shay and Osama's son, and I do not like Shay and Osama's music. I'm not a big fan of Rage music, and main reason why is because the distortion is horrible. I never gravitated towards that distortion with the music at all.
Warning, what you're about to experience is so damn loud. If you want to keep your eardrums, I suggest you turn your volume down right now. You've been warned.
Yeah, see? Like, what the fuck? How can someone play that? Nine Vicious is awful too. The thing that really hurts this genre is no matter how unlistenable it is, there's always going to be people that's going to defend it. And I can't win with those people. When I had Psychotic and Rest in Bass and Bat in my tier list, people were going crazy over it. I didn't get the death threats, thank God, but it's just, it's unlistenable music. It's literally unlistenable. What's the appeal with this, guys? What's the appeal? Unless I'm blind, deaf, mute, whatever. What's the appeal? I want to know. And are these albums bad? Honest to me, yes they are. Listen, I don't care if y'all love it. I don't care if Fantano gave it a 7 on 10. It's not going to change my mind. I'm sorry. And some people could make the argument that, oh, well, it's meant to be played like that. It's the whole point. Well, just because it's the whole point of the music, that doesn't mean I automatically find this good. You honest to God think that I would find this actually listenable to the ear? In the past, I've been called a hater of Rage music. I never said I hated Rage. I just think this gets a little too much credit than it actually deserves. But again, some of that music is some of the worst shit I've ever heard. Some people could say, oh, well, Anthony, what do you know about mixing and mastering? Well, you don't have to be a producer to let a producer know that they mixed and mastered poorly. And it's just like with food. It's like you're going to say it's missing salt. You're not a fucking chef, but you're just going to say that it's missing salt. And I just can't get into this sound. No matter what, I've tried so many times to get with this sound, but I just can never do it. It's no use. I've honestly accepted at this point that I'll never be able to get to the sound, and it is what it is. Like, I can't just force myself to like it just because the internet tells me to like it. So yeah, that's it, man. Those are all my hot takes. I told you some of them were going to be hot. But yeah, of course, these are just my hot takes. Let me know in the comments what your hottest takes are. So please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you keep up with my weekly uploads. As I said in the beginning, I know I keep repeating myself, but it's very important. I want to grow this channel. It's still very small, but I want to grow this channel as big as possible. So if I could gain some more subscribers and more interactions with these videos, I would be so happy. So yeah, that's pretty much my piece. My name's Anthony Collins, and I'll see you next time. Peace.